right, Mel. We've got the quarterbacks in the draft lab today. This is an interesting group. You study the tape, you've got Teddy Bridgewater, who's the most polished of the entire group, is NFL ready. Then you've got Blake Bortles, who's more of a projection, but is the prototypical size. And then Johnny Manziel, who's the wild card of the group. A lot of people seem to agree on top three, but not necessarily on how they rank. What jumps out to you with this quarterback class?
Polarization. Everybody's all over the board. Some think 3 quarterbacks should go in the top 8. Some think no quarterback should go in the first round. So I think opinions all over the place in quarterbacks this year.
All right, we're going to look at a lot of different categories. Let's start with upside. Which quarterback has the biggest upside in your opinion?
Number 5 on my board, 4 on your board, Jimmy Garoppolo, Eastern Illinois. The reason I say upside is because if you would have put him in a major college program, where would he rank? Probably top 5, top 10. With that super quick release, think about 53 touchdowns, 9 interceptions at the 1AA level. But a quarterback who's on the rise, and I think is going to go a little later than he really should because he played at a lower level of competition. Although the 2 postseason All-Star games look pretty good. So I think Jimmy Garoppolo, like Tony Romo from Eastern Illinois, has a bright future in the NFL.
Yeah, from the same school, exactly. I'm going to go with Logan Thomas from Virginia Tech. He probably peaked as a sophomore, and I get it. He's a height, weight, speed guy right now, 6'6", 240-plus pounds, runs in the 4.6s, has a tremendous workout at the combine. People are talking about him at tight end. Slow down. This guy can play quarterback. He just needs time to develop. He's working on his mechanics. If he can get more consistent, I watched his tape. Wide receivers dropping balls, no pass protection, but he made some big-time throws. He just has to bottle it up, I think. Get in the right scenario with the right team. We could be talking about Logan Thomas as a starter 3-4 years down the road. How about risk? When you look at all these quarterbacks, which one presents the biggest risk?
I think it's Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel, because you look at that word you said, unique. How about wild card, as you said? You're looking at a guy who nobody really knows for sure how he's going to translate to the pro level. Not that big, durability concerns. Can he be the effective pocket passer you need? Fran Tarkenton comparisons are out there. The old great Mikey quarterback, right? Fran Tarkenton, a lot of similarities there. But I think NFL people are scared to take him necessarily in the top 5 to 10. They're scared not to because they think somebody that does take him will come back and beat him with Johnny Manziel. So good luck trying to figure this one out. But because of that, he presents some risk.
Yeah, he's the most intriguing player in this draft. I'm going to go with Derek Carr from Fresno State. Only really one reason. I'm hearing people talk about him now potentially in the first round. I don't see it. I have a 4th-round grade on Derek Carr. 60% of his throws within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, struggles against pressure, and that tape I watched against USC, that is not a quarterback, it looks to me, like a potential starter in the league. All right, our final category, if you will, under the radar. Where are you going?
How about a backup quarterback at the college level? Kenny Guiton at Ohio State, backed up Braxton Miller, excellent player, but when he had a chance early in the year, played well in 3 football, 2.5 football games. I think about 68% plus completion percent, 14 touchdowns, 2 picks. I like the poise and the confidence he showed coming in cold, being forced to be the guy. Granted, it was less than stellar competition, but a kid who I think always had the mindset to be a backup. And you never know. Brad Johnson was a backup at Florida State, won a Super Bowl for our good friend John Gruden. You never know. Take him in the 6th, 7th round, priority free agent, Kenny Guiton, Ohio State.
Yeah, I've got another day 3 prospect, Tom Savage, coming from a program at Pitt that really struggled this year. You talk about pass protection, he got none. I mean, his left and right tackle, they owe him 80 dinners for what they put him through. Not very mobile, but he's got the prototypical size. He's got the big-time arm. He's very accurate, short to intermediate. I think he can be a really good backup in this league, and I think he can win games as a starter down the road. This is a very deep class of quarterbacks. You go back 2 years ago, it's not the Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin III group, but it's much better than a year ago when we had just 1 quarterback taken in the first round, E.J. Manuel, a bit of a surprise. This year we could potentially have 3 quarterbacks off the board in the first 8 picks.